Horror movies. Oh, how I love thee. Let me count a ways. Well, I'm going to count them by naming off some of my all-time favorite horror movie characters. Now, this could be main protagonists, this could be the villains in it, this could be supporting cast, this could be monster, it could be anything. Just characters within horror movies that you fancy quite a bit. Now, my list is all over the place, but I have to say it's pretty damn good. I'm gonna have a honorable mentions list as well, just because I was sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, damn. I mean, there's the main cast characters I just fucking love dearly with all of my heart and everything, and then there's others who, well, damn it, they fucking deserve to have something mentioned about them. So, here we go. First up on my list of top horror movie characters will be a Mr. Dr. Herbert West. Oh, Dr. Herbert West, how you've brought so many smiles to my face. The Reanimator trilogy, in general, is one of my all-time favorite horror movie series ever. And I'm still crossing my fingers and hoping that they do, in fact, decide to go ahead and make the fourth installment, which has been dubbed House of Reanimator. I don't know if it's going to happen, but if it does, I will seriously go and pick it up or go see it in fucking theaters. Anything that I can, because the trilogy is fucking flawless and fantastic in every single way. But it's all about Herbert West. Okay, the good doctor literally steals the show, and it's really just about the way that his character is portrayed. He does not give a fuck about any single person, any single event, anything that's happening is irrelevant by comparison to his life's work, and that's reanimating the dead. He wants to go and find that one link between the living and the dead, and he wants to knock it the fuck out of there so that there is nothing separating the two, so he can prove everybody wrong. And it's fantastic because every time that he goes and does it and he brings back the dead, there's catastrophic consequences in doing this, and it's always awesome to see happen. Okay, you have undead just fucking shambling around, just causing mass chaos, and he's excited about it because he's just like, look at this! Results! Fuck yeah! And granted, he doesn't say fuck yeah because he's a very sophisticated gentleman. He'll always go about it and say in like some philosophical way, and you know, he'll be all super smart about it and shit like that. But seriously, it's fucking awesome. If you've never seen Reanimator, if you've never seen Bride of Reanimator, if you've never seen Beyond Reanimator, go watch them. Please go see them. And if you haven't seen them and you're watching this and you're like, well, AlphaOmegaSin's, he's got a good head on his shoulders sometimes, I'm gonna take his word for it. If you do see them and you do like them, please send me a message and let me know. That'd be awesome. Or comment or some shit like that. Regardless, just go fucking see them. And Herbert West is the fucking man. Shop smart. Shop smart. You got that? It's Ash Williams. And what is he in? Oh, well, just Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, and motherfucking Army of Darkness. And also shows up in a whole shitload of comics, and, well, quite frankly, is one of the best fucking characters in all of horror movies, and one of the most iconic. And he has the chin, the motherfucking chin. Bruce Campbell seriously is the fucking man. And, you know, you can also see him in things like, oh, I don't know, Burn Notice, and he also does voiceovers in Spider-Man movies and stuff like that. But, there's the Evil Dead games, also forgot about those. But seriously, Bruce Campbell, he owns those movies so much. And the thing is, they're making a remake too. Can you fucking believe it? They're making a fucking remake of Evil Dead without Bruce Campbell. Fuck! But in other news, I'm going to go and try to keep this on a relatively positive note. But Ash, when he showed up in Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 1 was very serious in tone, very gritty, and you know, all around, it was a horror movie. And then Evil Dead 2, it was just like, shit went out the window and shit just got real fucking crazy. I was just like, hell fucking yeah, because it was a very nice approach. You gotta like when things get fucking psychotic. And then Army of Darkness, Ash has to go and leave his regular world and everything. No more working at S-Mart and things like that. No, he gets dropped into a medieval kingdom and everything. Has to do fucking battle with an entire fucking undead army versus his clone. Like, holy shit. But seriously, he's the fucking man. And if you don't believe me, Would you like to go and question him while he has this boomstick raised at you? I know I was holding like a handgun or something, but he can, haha. But in general, he's so fucking cool. Give me some sugar, baby. Groovy. If you think Duke Nukem is fucking awesome and badass stuff, Duke Nukem has a lot of his lines, and especially in the earlier Duke Nukem games, taken straight from the man himself, Ash. Yes, Ashley Williams. Not only works at S-Mart and is very proud of it, not only gets the babes, but he kills all the fucking Cenobites that he wants. Doesn't matter if he has to lop off his own hand and start wielding his fucking chainsaw arm, he'll fucking get the job done, and definitely deserves a top spot in anybody's top horror movie characters of all time, because, well, he's Ash. You got that? Ha 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 ha, Jason Voorhees! What list, I ask you, would not have the mass killer of Crystal Lake on it? A fucking crazy list. That wouldn't make any fucking sense. No Jason Voorhees? What? It would make no sense. I mean, he's an unstoppable zombie. Okay, are you fornicating somewhere? Jason Voorhees doesn't approve of that. Dead. Are you doing drugs? Jason Voorhees doesn't approve. Dead. What's that? He could go toe-to-toe with motherfucking Freddy Krueger and live? Of course he deserves your fucking respect. And to think, Jason, just time and time again, is just like, you know, I love killing all these motherfuckers, but you know what else I love? I love doing it in inventive ways. What's this? We're in a sauna. I'm gonna take one of those hot fucking rocks and shove it right in your chest. Is that a weed whacker? No, it's on your face. There we go. That's fucking awesome. Raw sewage inside this barrel? Dump your ass in it, bitch. I'm going to go and throw so many fucking people through windows. You gotta love that about Jason. Somebody's just like, where is he? Where is he? And you see that one window and you're just like, oh. And it's funny because other people will just be like calling out, like, James? James, where are you? And then Jason's like, I think they're calling for James. Here he is. And it's just like, fuck! And Jason he bursts through the door and I'm like, aw. And I like to think that Jason isn't actually evil. I mean, most of the time, it's because they're freaking out and they're fucking yelling. And it's like, oh, poor Jason, you're yelling at him. You fucking quit doing that. And of course he's gonna kill you. Oh, and this is the same exact dude. There's 3 people fucking just running around playing paintball and everything. In his woods. You don't fucking play paintball in Jason Voorhees' woods. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you crazy? And he's just like, triple kill. And it's like, fuck yeah, that's so awesome. It makes me so happy. Oh, man. And you gotta admit, it's so cool watching him just stalk around everywhere and nobody can stop him. That's the thing that I love about Jason. It doesn't matter. And if anything that I've said has been like, you know, he's alright, Alice Cooper did a fucking song all about Jason. He's back! The man behind the mask! And he's out of control! He's back! Okay, that song is fucking awesome. Also, that's another thing you ought to go and fucking check out, because I love that song. Just like, dude, Friday the 13th, Alice Cooper, like, how can these things not fucking be more... That's amazing! Oh, it's so fucking awesome. But seriously, Friday the 13th Part 6, that's my all-time favorite out of the entire series. I'd have to say Part 3 would probably come in a very close second, because I like that one a whole lot. But yes, Jason Voorhees, I fucking love him a whole bunch. You should too, because, well, he's Jason Voorhees. Ha 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 ha. Are you a dream warrior? Are you now? Well, if you are, you'll go toe-to-toe with Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger has stalked every single person on Elm Street and has absolutely fucked their day into pieces. Literally. He was just like, cut, 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 cut. I love him because he's got tons of snarky shit to say to you, tons of put-downs and everything, and he always uses the dreams to manifest some kind of real elaborate and out-of-hand and fucking, like, just some shit. You're like, am I high on fucking PCP? And it's always a really cool death. I love it so very much. Okay, in his fashion sense, like, do you see that bitchin' fucking fedora that he's wearing? No, he's not like one of those fucking chump stains. It's like, I'm wearing a fedora, I'm so cool. No, fuck you. Fred Krueger wears a motherfucking fedora, and if you try wearing one around him, I'm like, oh bitch, do you see this red and green sweater? Do you see these boots? Do you see this motherfucking glove? and it's like, oh no, my head's in pieces, it's kind of like pancakes or something. And I don't know why pancakes came to mind, but anyway, Freddy Krueger is just so fucking awesome. And like I had mentioned with Jason, he went toe to toe, not head to head, but well, head to head, toe to toe, doesn't matter. But he battled Jason Voorhees, and I won't tell you how it ends, but you know. And it's just so fucking awesome because out of all the movies that you've seen in horror, this dude can kill you when you're sleeping, no matter what. He just shows up and he's like, hi, what's up? You're dead. Okay, the end. And that's it. You can do jack diddly shit about it. And people have tried to kill him over and over again. It doesn't fucking matter. Get this Freddy fucking Krueger. Really? You're gonna get rid of... Really? Are you gonna kill him? No, you're not. That's just fucking silly nonsense bullshit, okay? And out of all of them, number 3 is the all-time best. And just like with Friday the 13th, there's also an epic song for this by motherfucking Dokken. Oh my god, the Dream Warriors. And that is a really fucking awesome movie. And the second one, that one scared the shit out of me when I was little. I swear the fucking basement was like the worst place in the entire world. Especially when your older brother and sister will lock the door and then fucking make a bunch of noises like Freddy Krueger's coming to get you. And your imagination goes into fucking overdrive and you're like, ah! Fucking let me in! Because you keep imagining him fucking like coming up. And yes, that makes me sound crazy, but I'm a little fucking kid. Fuck you. But seriously, Freddy Krueger, love the living shit out of him. Love all the clever shit that he says. All the crazy ways that he kills people. Whether he's turned into a gigantic snake and swallowing you whole. Whether he's fucking like a TV and fucking smashes you into it. Or turns into a motorcycle and fucking veers you off a road. Or his arms get really fucking long and he's just coming after you. And it's like, what the fuck do I fucking do, man? It doesn't matter. It's Freddy Krueger and he's the shit. Angelo Baker. How you doing, honey? Angela Baker from the Sleepaway Camp trilogy. Now, you might be thinking, Angela Baker, really? But here's the thing. When you see her, she's just a fucking dork. Like, she's just like a goofy, nerdy dork. Like, literally, just like a cornball person that just so happens to be a fucking raving lunatic and a serial killer. And that's fucking awesome. She has her own little sing-alongs and everything. She'll talk to dead bodies and whatnot. And she does everything like with the most happy and cheerful smile ever. And she's persistent as shit too. And at times she shows that she's trying to be nice and everything. But then somebody gets out of line and she's like, oh no, this motherfucker definitely has to get dunked inside of a leech-ridden outhouse. Or I'll just run their fucking head over with a lawnmower because it's just like a little off the top. I love that joke. Yeah, it's definitely good. And then insert random John Deere advertisement or some shit. It's just fucking awesome. I love it. And at the end of the very first Sleepaway Camp, mindfuck. Like, when that shit happened, I swear, that part's just fucking creepy, and everybody that's seen it knows what I mean. If you haven't seen it, watch the first Sleepaway Camp, and then once it hits the end, you'll just be like, oh my god! And that's also another movie reference. If anybody knows what it is, you can comment down below. But anyway, all the clever ways that she kills people, the goofy way that she goes about it, just the funny shit that she says. As a matter of fact, there was even a reference to Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and for the damn, now I can't think. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Wow. I was thinking Leatherface, and I was like, that's not the name of the movies. But there's a reference to all three of those within one of the movies, so that's pretty fucking cool, because it's like, hey, paying homage. We wouldn't be here without you, and shit like that. But seriously, Angela's the shit, really fucking awesome, deserves a spot on it just because she's a very different breed of killer by comparison to everybody else I could ever list off, and I like that. I like different, and I like crazy, especially crazy ladies. So yeah, Angela gets a thumbs up for me. Here's Johnny! Who does not know about that famous saying from a Mr. Jack Torrance, played by Jack Nicholson, one of the best actors in the entire world as far as I'm concerned, and plays one of the best mental cases ever. Whenever it comes to just somebody that's lost their fucking mind, Jack Nicholson's your man. I mean, he got to play Jack Torrance and the Joker. Ha! High five! You know, that right there is just like, this dude is definitely built for being a deranged fucking killer. Somebody that slowly loses their fucking mind. And just can't cope with everything that's going on. Is everything real? Is everything fake? And The Shining is a really fucked up story. If you've ever read the book or if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I mean. And it's just an absolutely amazing movie. But to see Jack go from just, you know, being a basic writer and being a regular father and a husband and everything like that, and slowly twisting and molding into something fucked up, and you get to see his mind breaking over time. You know, it's a slow build, but once it does, and the drop-off point of when he finally does snap, it's one of the best payoffs ever, and one of the best things in all of horror cinema. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. So Jack Torrance, yes, not only does he get a spot, but it should be very fucking high up there, because, well, quite frankly, it's awesome, and I like The Shining. So, yeah. Now, what list would be a worthwhile list without Michael Myers? I love Michael Myers because he doesn't have to utter a single fucking word. Like Jason Voorhees, so Jason's got even though he's not technically saying that, but I always like to say in my mind, that's like what he's saying. He's like running around, he's like but Michael Myers didn't have to say a single fucking thing. It also has bitchin' fucking music. Seriously, the first two movies, like, whenever I had seen those, I was like, wow, this dude is awesome. And he's also unstoppable. You know, you think that you shot him a bunch of times and he's dead, and he's really not, and you're stabbing him, and he's like, nah, I'm really not dead. And you're like, I know, I'll blow you up, and he's like, no, I'm not dead, and you're just fucking, like, doing anything that you can to this guy. Man, it doesn't really matter. He's just like, I don't know if you haven't heard, but I'm motherfucking Michael Myers. Well, actually, he probably wouldn't say that. He'd slip you like a fucking post-it note or something, and he's just like, stab, 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 and then fucking dead. And it's like, butcher knives everywhere. Or he's like, does Michael Myers have to fucking choke a bitch? Of course he has to choke a bitch. He's Michael Myers. And he doesn't give a fuck. Man, woman, child, animal, he does not care. He's just like, my death toll is just woohoo, way up there. Interesting little fact, out of all the horror movie characters in general, the death total goes like this. Jason Voorhees has the most out of everybody. Next in line is Michael Myers. Third in line, Freddy Krueger. Pretty interesting that Michael Myers is like second. I thought he'd be like third or fourth maybe. But it's so cool to think about. He's just killing everybody, and it's fucking awesome. You know, and he's deranged. I mean, he came from a fucking insane asylum and everything, but little did they know, he's a really durable motherfucker. He doesn't care. He's just like, I'm gonna come into this neighborhood and I'm gonna kill everybody. Family, I'm gonna kill their friends. And it's like, you know what? If I can't kill you, I'm gonna kill your entire family. Then I'm gonna kill you when you show up and go, and he's like, stab, stab, stab. Oh, Michael Myers, and you're stabbing and choking it. And it never gets old. It's just very fucking amusing. And granted, he does kill in a whole bunch of other ways and everything. But those are his, like, main repertoire things that he's just like, how am I going to dish at death today? Stab, 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 choke, choke, choke. It's been a good day and everything. Gotta love it. But, yes, Michael Myers, I love you dearly. As a matter of fact, I've met many a lady who is just like, I'd fuck the shit out of Michael Myers. And I was always like, huh. Buys a Michael Myers mask and gets to a fucking one-piece jumpsuit and shows up, swinging his thing, has the fucking butcher knife, and then has a really good night. Yeah. But, in general, seriously, Michael Myers is the shit, his music is the shit, his kills are the shit, and everything with the exception of when, like, Busta Rhymes shows up in movies and LL Cool J and, well, that kind of thing we just pretend doesn't exist whatsoever, and also Halloween 3. What the fuck was it with that Mask Factory? Seriously. Anyone? Mask Factory? Just fuck you. Retard. No. Just no. But anyway, yeah, Michael Myers, fucking love you, man. Now, I did say that there was going to be an honorable mention section, so I should go ahead with Hellraiser's very own Pinhead. He's all about making your flesh into, like, the most desirable fucking treat ever, and he's got his Cenobites with him and whatnot. Chatter, who I like the most, he's like, oh, he was really neat. He didn't even need eyes and shit. He was just like, look, I'm just, like, one big meatball and shit, and I have hooks and stuff, and I can chew a whole bunch. It was really fucking cool. The only ones I really didn't like was in Hellraiser 3, the one that had, like, a fucking camera in his head. I was like, what the fuck? fuck? Like, Pinhead was just bored. He was like looking around his place and he was like, that dude will be a CD guy. A CD Cenobite. No, that's a camera Cenobite. Alright, CD Cenobite, camera Cenobite, just go. I have a fucking hangover, okay? We do some crazy shit here, so, you know, I'm drunk on flesh or something, so, everlasting pain out into the world, go do your thing. But, okay, other than the fucking jokes, Hellraiser series, love it to death. The later ones and everything are fucking retarded, especially that remake. Oh man, they got some kind of fucking goofball guy to play Pinhead, and I was just like, you're not fucking Pinhead. I want to fucking uppercut the shit out of that guy, but he's so fucking awesome. And Hellraiser 2, oh my god, that one's fucking amazing. If you're gonna watch any of them, watch the first two, especially the second one, because it is damn amazing. So, yes, Pinhead, of course you get a spot. Mr. Charles Lee Ray, aka Chucky, in the Child's Play movies. You know, for a dude that's inside of a doll, he's caused some fucking traumatic shit to happen to people. You would think, oh, it's a little doll, just fucking kick him over. That's a full-grown man just somehow condensed into a fucking body. It's like, you know, you see a midget and you think you can throw them around. No, they're fucking heavy little bastards and everything. But Charles Lee Ray is like an undying evil spirit that just wants to go on a mass murdering spree that can go and inhabit inanimate objects and fucking people. He can just possess them because he's all about voodoo. Okay, that's fucking awesome. And he's killed so many people and he's come back so many times. He even got a fucking wife and shit, and it's Jennifer Tilly. And oh my god, when I was younger, I was like, Jennifer Tilly, assumed. And I was just like, fuck yes! I just, damn, Charles Lee Ray fucking banging Jennifer Tilly? That's fucking awesome and very deserving. So yes, Chucky deserves it by far. Don't give a fuck if he's just a random doll, because he fucking got the job done. You know, speaking of dolls, well, puppets to be exact, Puppet Master movies, I've watched all of them, loved the living shit out of them, including the last one. I was just like, hey, they're still making them, that's fucking awesome. But there's one puppet out of all the Puppet Master movies that I like so much. Like, I literally think he's adorable. I shit you not. Like, if he was real, I would hug him and love him and take care of him. We'd hang out, we'd be on swings, I'd be pushing him and everything. It'd be so cool. I'd have him, like, groom my fucking animals and stuff. It'd be so cool. He could play video games with me, but that's Blade. Now, Blade's the one wearing a black trench coat and a hat and everything. He's got little spike eyes, and he's got a blade on his hand, thus the name, and a hook hand. And he's kind of like the leader of the puppets and shit, and he's so cool. And he does like this little hissing noise. He's like, and I was just like, aww. That's why I have like a never-ending grin on my face, because I'm like, he's so cute. And he really is, seriously. If anybody out there is just like, oh, that's fucking weird. No, fuck you. He's adorable. Seriously, there's tons of people who have thought something was really fucking adorable and I couldn't explain why. Well, he's one of those things, damn it. But on top of that, if people, like, fuck with you, he just goes and kills them. He's like, I'm gonna chop you up into a bunch of pieces. It's gonna be great. Yeah, and it's really neat. He even fucking took on all the demonic toys and he lived. So, fuck yeah. And little aliens and shit, so he's killed people and aliens. He's been a good guy and a bad guy. He took on demonic. He does not give a fuck. Blade is the shit, really fucking awesome, and the Puppet Master movies. I like them. They're B-list movies, but who the fuck cares? They're cool. Hannibal Lecter. This dude will fuck with you mentally. He'll dig around inside the deepest recesses of your mind to make sure that he's getting to you. He's bothering you on a number of different levels. And once he's actually achieved that, then he's going to just like cut up pieces of your mind, take it out, toss it into a frying pan, and he's going to serve it up piping hot. But Hannibal Lecter is a character that is truly terrifying on a number of different levels just because, unlike a lot of people on the list, he's just an everyday person. Well, it's kind of hard to say everyday person, because if everybody was like him, well, fuck me, that'd be a really hard neighborhood to go and live in. But, think about it. He's just a very smart, intelligent man, and he's a cannibal. He wants to consume human flesh. And he's literally, like, fucking terrifying in his role. Whenever you watch them, like, just him staring, like, directly at the screen is fucking mesmerizing. I love that. He had a look of just absolute fucking, like, I am the biggest psychotic ever and you can't even stop me. I'm literally within the fucking confines of this chamber and I'm going to get at and I'm gonna find you and I'm going to kill you. And it was so fucking awesome. Yes, and you know, me saying that's so fucking awesome after that does sound kind of iffy, but it really was. All the Hannibal movies, like them whole bunch. I mean, Silence of the Lambs obviously is the best of the bunch, but genuinely, Hannibal Lecter, You're the shit.